Alrighty, and we're recording. Alright, welcome back everybody to another Backlog Odyssey stream. A Let's Backlog. And tonight we're playing part 3 of Super Mario Bros. 3. I think we're on World 4 now. Had a bit of a struggle.
The last one.
Yeah, it took us a long time to get through World 3, so hopefully we don't have quite as much trouble this time around. But I'd like to say that we're more skilled now. I don't know if that's the case. We've played 3 worlds of it. We can at least say that.
We did a thing.
Let's see where.
Uh-oh. Oh, neighbor.
Let's see where these are. At least I took the right one to take us to World 1. I do have a hammer to get to the box picker.
Dang this thing! Good evening, Ergman.
Do I want to pick? Good evening, Ergman. Ooh, we got the Tanuki suit.
How are you this evening?
I'm quite happy with getting a Tanuki suit. I don't know if I should use it right away. That seems risky.
This is one of my favorite worlds.
It really is.
I liked all the big things.
It is very fun. Giant worlds are always really fun.
Dropped out for a minute. That's okay. How are you doing this evening? How has the day treated you?
I think I can get up into this one. Can I get in? What this one? Doing well, that's good to hear. I'm glad.
Lots of spare time?
Yeah. Even working from home, it's not quite as busy as when you're at work. Both by choice and by just the kind of,
The way it goes.
Yeah.
Didn't get Trials of Mana yet?
No, I tried it for a little bit earlier. It seems super fun. If you've ever played the original, either through the collection of mana or played like the ROM or something like that, they do a pretty amazing job of recreating pretty much everything in the original game. Like the soundtrack, I don't know about the dialogue and stuff, but like the story beats and everything, they all seem to be lining up with the original, which is really cool.
Oh, my turn. You played Moving Out? Oh, have you heard of that?
I've not heard of that, no. I'm assuming that's a board game of some sort? Or did you actually move out of your house?
That would be a bad time to move out.
I find in this Mario, I'm much more... Good evening, Eggshen. Fellow shut-ins.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't typically mind staying in, like over the weekend or something, but when you're forced to do it, it feels different.
You notice it.
Yeah.
It just feels like you're... Especially when you can't go outside because, like, raining out or whatever.
Yeah.
You're truly trapped indoors.
I do feel like...
Oh.
Well, at least I get it. I do like how Mario just kicks the blocks like that.
Oh.
Dang it!
Well, it's a game for the Switch by Team 17.
Oh, the Worms people?
I've never heard of it.
Neither have I.
How is it?
Maybe I should just run. That's what you gotta do in Mario. You just gotta run when you have the star.
Push through it. Not worry about it. You got a card.
So, what kind of game is moving out? You move people out. My daughter had a freaking ball playing it with me. Reminds me of Overcooked, only carrying boxes. Ah, that should be fun.
That does sound fun.
Yeah, me and Charlene, we went through Overcooked 1 and 2 not that long ago. And
it's chaotic.
it is chaotic, but also very addicting and very fun.
Oh!
Thank you for the host, Vanilla Biscotti.
I blew it.
Doing egg, Harry.
I guess I could host. Guess that would be the prudent thing to do.
I got my $72. These giant
Doing
hamburgers.
good.
I'm doing.
Same here, doing egg. Come on now. Those typos.
I vividly remember this stage with the falling Buzzy Beetles.
I can't type.
It's okay, I can't talk tonight, so.
We've all been there.
I've been doing the talking game for longer than writing, so that says something. You ever tried to, like, do something in Mario, and, like, when you attempt it, you twitch? Because you're afraid that you're gonna fail?
you ruin it for your own self. Oh. There's nothing in there.
There isn't. I was expecting at least a leaf or something.
There's gonna be one of these nights where it's like, last time I got all the. Ooh, you got 3 stars. That means you got 5 ups.
Nice.
Or
I
last.
got a
That was almost a bad word.
That's right.
Last time I carried us, and this week you're gonna carry us. Oh, the Toad House.
So you do it. I was off my game last week, I think.
What are you trying to say?
Oh.
Get out of here, Flame.
And the Walking Flames. That's I don't think they ever brought that
No.
Thing back in any of the future Mario
Get out of
games.
here.
So they move like booze. Hey, Geek, good evening.
Geek!
Oh no.
I walked right into it. I was trying to rush and then didn't.
Oh.
What have you done?
I didn't do anything.
You push buttons.
Now how you come back? Can you get back by pressing like select or something?
Yeah, R.I.P. Came into my shining moment. There's
So
the thing still there.
Is your thing still there?
Like the
Oh,
L.
the L? Well, hopefully you're not gone for good. That would really suck.
Yeah. Can you move the map?
I'll see if... no, I can't. I cannot!
Geek with that!
If not, we'll just trade the controller back and forth. The same thing.
Is it though?
It is.
How is everyone holding up? We're doing alright.
Oh, poop!
You gotta do the slide, flippity slide.
Come on.
We're holding up alright, you know. Just hunkering down and getting it done.
Yep.
As we do.
Still trying to get used to the whole working from home thing.
Yeah, which
Like,
hasn't been that bad.
It hasn't, and it's funny, it's like that's kind of the dream, to be able to work from home, but then when you have to, it feels weird.
You're like, I don't know about this. A little stir crazy. It needs to be nice outside at least.
It does. Day one for me, not good.
Oh my gosh. Deep breaths.
I may have accidentally taken a nap for my last hour of work today.
Oops. But nobody will know. That's the thing about working from home. You can take a nap. Nobody knows. You can have a rum drink. You can not wear pants?
Yeah, it's true. I'm really, really disappointed that we messed that up.
I mean...
I said, it's not that different, but...
something...
Is it not working?
No, it isn't.
You're pressing the wrong button. It's B and A. There you go.
Does he friggin' throw?
He'll throw 3 and then jump. He'll jump. Uh-oh.
Son of a scrub!
Ah!
No! Check in, check. Nap in, no pants. I mean, why wear pants if you don't have to?
It is true.
Nobody's here to judge.
Can I get it?
You did.
Oh, I pressed it way too early.
You sure did.
Way too early. Maybe I should have went with the Tanuki suit. Oh, it actually came out the right side.
No wizardy way.
I guess the biggest benefit of
2 players is you get extra more lives.
right.
Where you go? Let me back in.
I don't know how to get you back
Let
in.
me in. Let me in.
Oh, come on, man. I don't know how to get you back in. I thought like in Mario World where you can steal each other's lives.
Let's sort this out.
How are we gonna do that?
We'll see if we can. That's all I'm saying. You press your buttons. Let's start.
Don't. Just trade the. We'll trade the controller. It'll be
I
fine.
like it. Where does this go?
I think that will probably go back to the first. Like it's a shortcut if we died and lost all our progress. The castle will be gone, and we can take the pipe.
10-4, big buddy. Listen. Lakitu. Step off.
No! See, that's what I was expecting it to do to me. Oh! Oh, you didn't lose it.
You no! Stay away, Lakitu. Wreck your day!
No!
Oh, peaches!
That Lakitu. Thorn in our side.
He's a scrub. Your Twitch app is fixed?
That's good.
What was wrong with it? I know. Mixer does, my phone doesn't like Mixer.
I know occasionally the Twitch app for me doesn't show the screen. Like I'll get the audio, but it won't get the video.
Who knows? We can all just use our computers.
Especially when we're using ours to stream.
True that.
There we go.
You did it!
There we go.
Stream kept dropping,
Oh.
but I did a Lori from IT Crowd. Turning it off and turning it back on again.
Plugging the power strip in.
calling your mom and being like, Mom, it's not working, and then when she comes to check it is working and she just thinks you're being an ass.
Or you delete the registry.
You delete the internet.
You delete the internet.
It's just like I don't even know how that happens.
It's probably like delete the shortcut or Internet Explorer on your
If
desktop.
you're still using Internet Explorer, you don't deserve IT.
Switching between audio and video tonight, it is a crapshoot. Oh no. That's not good.
Not us, is it?
I hope not. I mean, it doesn't look like we dropped any frames. Nope. And we're at a good bit rate right now.
Take that! First shot! Suck it!
I think the shadow buttheads in this game.
Shadow.
Shadow as in like from the shadows, like a ninja. Or all the Hammer Bros.
Seen it? I did it twice in a row.
You did, and you got a wing.
Eat it!
You've got a P-dash wing.
P-dash a wing. Here, I fought 2 guys. My adrenaline's too high, I'll ruin it.
On fire over here.
Oh yeah! 2 Hammer Bros.
That's one thing I can be absolutely sure of, is that fire is not good for your Twitch app.
Or most things, other than
Most things.
the obvious ones.
Well, I mean, it's good for roasting marshmallows.
I watched it on my phone, it definitely isn't you. I have shite internet.
Oh, come on. Oh! Did you see that?
That was a close one.
Oh, these ones turn around.
Wasn't that dumb?
Don't like it. Pulling out all the stops.
Our internet's been on the shoddy side. Hasn't been too
Is it gonna
bad lately.
Did you see that?
I sure did. I was watching it and everything.
Tanuki suit? Yeah! This is the only suit that's worth it in this entire game.
It's not true.
Look how round Mario's head is.
I like the frog suit when you're in the water. Other than that, it's
That
useless.
actually confused me. The frog suit? Yeah.
I like the frog suit. When you're in water. If you're not in water, then it's dumb.
There you are, lady. I'm feeling much more confident about tonight. Like we seem to be doing
Because
pretty,
we're not playing
pretty dang
a
good.
garbage dinosaur game. That's just
I
pretend.
just meant in our general Mario skill level. We're doing
Well,
much better tonight.
You weren't doing good the last one, but I was. And then I got booted from the game on this one. Unceremoniously.
Giant level is best it is.
It
Maybe
is.
that's what it is. And look at Mario.
It's my favorite.
He's doing a little dance. He's happy that he's wearing his Tanuki suit. I like the Hammer Bro suit. Yeah, that one is really fun too.
I'm not confident wearing the Tanuki suit.
Waterworld is always hard. Yes, it is.
Yeah. Oh! Son of a biscuit. Shut up.
Our Tanuki suit!
Yeah, you'll be alright.
Did you see how round his head was?
No! No, they're little.
Oh. See, that's really cool too.
Jump right over.
That's super cool.
Maybe there'll be another.
I do remember, like, being absolutely floored by some of the things in this game when I was younger. Oh, Star, just run for it! Don't jump in the pits.
No!
Oh, hidden blocks.
Nope, don't care.
No. Oh. Uh-oh. Edge you cornered.
Yeah, the Hammer Bros suit is good. You don't see it very often, though.
You don't. I don't think you get it until later in the game. I'm not gonna waste our Tanuki suit.
Like somebody else did.
Did you see that? He jumped over me.
The trick is to jump as soon as you get in there.
And the crap cloud.
Yeah.
Cloud. It's
The
crap.
clap crowd.
Clap crowd.
Crowd clap.
The crowd clap.
What's happening?
The Mario special move.
Woo! Thanks for the bits.
Oh, get out of here.
See? The same thing happened to me, and I got judged.
Look how little and cute they are now.
They're just regular size.
Only in our eyes.
What? Don't forget about the
Hidden blocks.
Just run.
I'm trying. Ah,
Sneakers.
disappointment to us, Mario.
You are a great disappointment to your
We
mother
take no
and I.
responsibility in our stakes.
What?
In our mistakes. Hey, I got a 1-up back. A 1-up back.
1-up down. What's the red and black?
Just another.
Todd
Just another.
house. Pick a box.
A box picker house.
You pick a box, Toad.
You are a box toad.
I'll leave.
Oh, we're on our second row of items.
Ain't that the truth?
Oh, donut blocks.
No!
You were unprepared for the donut.
Didn't pan out.
Didn't. By taking your arm space?
Yes! Shared armrest!
How do I get to the second one?
Hit the same button again.
Okay, I'll use the tanuki. I gotta make sure that I keep it though.
It's not gonna happen.
How bulbous head is. You gotta wonder why. I shouldn't have,
You should have concentrated.
instead of on his bulbous head, I should have concentrated on the jump.
Let me get the buttons right, because I'm used to the
NES
the
controller.
proper controller.
You can't think in this stage.
Get out of here.
You just gotta keep going.
Smelly bones.
Oh. Oh, you didn't make it.
Just too concerned.
It happens. Alright, what we got here? So we still got raccoon suit. It's not as good. His head's not as bulbous. But no, like you look at the artwork for the Tanuki suit. Oh, why did I take the fire flower? And his like head is just a big circle. Dang it! Take the P-wing.
Take the wing.
Just take the P-wing.
Why? It's not happening.
He's gonna go little bar. Good job. Now you gotta get a good running jump here. Like start.
No!
It's all up to you, Mario.
He's the only one here.
Every jump in Mario makes me nervous.
You can always just use sense when you're not gonna make it.
It's like, nope, nope, definitely didn't make it high enough that time.
Didn't work out.
Okay, so this is what we do.
Shit! You don't make it either.
Dang it, Mario. Oh, oh,
Nope.
a hidden door. They did so many cool things in this game.
I suck at Mario games too. That's why I don't play Mario Maker. Leave it to the professionals.
You call me a professional?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
You're gonna get squashed. We do need to do another Mario Maker stream though.
We do. Those are always really fun.
There. People like to give you super difficult levels.
Where's it taking me? Okay.
Did not know what was happening. This was before the day of clear pipes.
We should also play, this is where we can change the direction. Goes through. Are you impressed that I remembered that?
I am impressed. I wouldn't. I would have just sat there and died.
Tanuki?
Nope.
A bunch of one-ups.
Take them. They know you're playing by yourself.
You box them.
And you ship them. comes after you,
Did
box.
we make it?
Ship. Smart ass.
That's right. You're getting fire flowered, son.
Long distance.
It's like whenever I play Mario Maker and Patrick tries to throw a bunch of Bowsers at me and I just use the fire flower to kill them
He's
all.
like, no! Blew through this world. Oh, it's terrible! The king's been transformed! It's some weird dinosaur thing! Keeps flapping his mouth at me! Please find the magic wand so we can change him back. Simmer down, Toad.
You think it hurts that he, like, rests the crown on his eyeball?
That's his choice.
What kind of games do you play, Guiding Light Delight? Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, I know what you like. Pokemon.
Crochet games?
Yeah. Master Crochet Simulator.
What's your highest score? But also Pokemon and Animal Crossing? Oh!
What the what in the what?
You stood on
I
it.
didn't know what it was. I feel like I should have jumped up there.
Yeah. Well, it's, you
See
know,
how
it's
this
a
pans out.
trade-off. It's a trade-off.
Super chill games, thumbs up emoji. Not on your phone still. What's going on?
Mario 3 is a pretty chill game.
It is. If you're...
Except when it's not.
Yeah.
Oh! Oh! Don't go for it. Don't go for it. Go for it. You did it!
Yeah!
See, I told you you could do it.
Don't tell me! I do what I want!
Seems like up top would have been safer.
What do you know about it?
Oh! That's what it was there for, to sacrifice.
That's right.
Who are we fighting now, do you think?
No idea.
I'm gonna assume it is
This is taking way too long.
Ludwig.
I do like Ludwig. He's my favorite.
Ludwig.
What in the what?
Uh-oh. That's one thing you kind of miss about Mario World, is where you get the reserve item at the top.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, 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 don't go down the wrong way. It almost did. At least you got a one-up, or oh no, it's, that guy. I don't know what his name is. One more, one more, one more, one more! Good job.
It's really hard not
High
to
five.
not to cuss. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, it's not like we can't. We're all adults
You
here.
gotta have some class.
It's true. It's true. Dagnammit!
They're told.
Oh my god.
He's naked.
Cover those nips
The
up,
king-
man. Oh, thank heavens. I'm back to my old self again. Thank you so much. Here's a letter from the Pid Princess. I can't read today.
Another pwing.
Greetings! The thief who stole the whistle was escaped to the east side of the sand dunes.
He stole the
I have
whistle.
enclosed a duel that helps protect you.
What?
Princess Toadstool. He stole the whistle.
It's not a jewel princess.
Hey, we already have a whistle, princess.
And
Thank
a
you very
wing.
much.
Oh, who princess thinks she is.
I forget what those things, what their deal is.
Chain champs.
Chibi champs. That doesn't seem worth it at all.
No. Oh, those things.
Do these ones jump?
Yes. But only when you jump over them.
Ah! He almost got me. Start. And it's going the wrong way!
You
Woo!
killed him. You killed chain chomps. Doesn't seem like
Out of the way, Chomp Chimp!
whatever those things are. I never remember what those things names are.
The little onion things? Yeah, I don't
Is that
remember
what they
either.
are?
I don't know what they
I
are.
always thought they were like Princess Peach's turnips that she used to throw.
She didn't get turnips until the second one.
Yeah, this
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Pay attention.
I guess that's true. We are playing the third one.
Keep up, man. What's happening? Am I supposed to go down or up?
Yeah, I think you're supposed to go down.
I don't like
Watch
it.
out for it.
I don't like it.
I wish you had the butt stop. Oh! You gotta imagine, like, you think, follow the Koopas, they definitely know what's up.
Sometimes. Sneaky buggers.
They know exactly where. Oh,
Don't you-
that's
Oh,
right.
I
They can
see
pick up
that.
the silver blocks.
What a dirt hole.
They know exactly where the pits are. They'll lead you right to them.
Oh, I can't believe that happened. I'm disappointed in myself.
Those dang block throwing beetles.
Whatever they are. I'm impressed that I made it through this part though.
I kind of wanted to get up there and see what that pipe led to.
You didn't get a Koopa this time.
I didn't.
It's the middle one. It's the middle pipe.
Yeah,
There's cheap down there. Get it before he does.
Maybe I should have taken it and... Those things are dangerous.
Beat him senseless with it.
Take that.
Just
Don't
saying
trust them.
he's
Don't
just
trust
gonna
them.
throw stuff at you. Gonna get the other one.
I don't like these guys. They're too dangerous.
I don't like their little hands.
Ah! I should have ran forward.
Kamikaze. No. Oh yeah. Anything good?
P-Wing, I mean, you'll turn into... Well, that's not a really good place. Well, if you got the P-Wing, you could fly into that pipe that's at the beginning. See what's in there.
I suppose. Maybe.
Don't get hit by the Koopa Troopas.
Tell me what to do.
What's in there? I can't say I've ever gotten in that pipe before.
Take this, Koopas.
Oh,
What the what and the what
that
the what the what?
was horse baloney.
I'm just skipping
Pure
over.
and simple horse baloney. All you need to see like the stars behind the
Horse
balloon.
nanners.
Those manners of the horse.
Whatever that means.
It's a shortcut.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I got a star.
It was worth it.
We just need one more. We get 5 more lives. Whippity whip. Huzzah.
Pick a box from the box picker. Ooh,
A Tanuki soon.
it's my favorite. It's all about the round head. It's all about
All down to bow to bow to down.
It's all about the bulbous raccoon heads here.
You know what? He's not a raccoon, he's a Tanuki. There's a difference.
Yes, he can turn into a statue. He can turn into a statue.
What was that?
You can turn into a statue. You duck and press B.
I did not know this.
You didn't?
I did not know
That's the
that.
whole thing with the Tanuki.
I didn't know what the heck the difference was.
So, like, if you do that, nothing can hurt you.
Why haven't you been doing that then?
And I think you can crush things.
He has a boot!
Oh! I want it! No! Oh,
Give it to you.
I think you have to jump on him when his head is poked out.
Well, you learn something new every day.
Oh,
You got
you freaking freaker.
Stupid banana hammock. Just those things.
You
Won't
see, I'd
jump
be able
on.
to jump on them if I had my boot.
Why would you want to though?
because if you can, you should.
I just noticed that the stage is going this way.
It is.
It's weird.
It's another,
You can't get him out. Oh no, there's...
What was that horse? Oh, come on. I want to ride in a shoe.
It's not a shoe, it's a boot.
I want to ride in the footwear.
A boot. You're a boot to ride in the boot?
I kind of want to watch a speedrun in this game. And I feel really sad about how good they are and how bad I am.
I want to watch Jurassic Park.
The one we played the other day?
No, I want to watch the actual movie.
Oh.
Ooh,
I always liked that the,
Backlog love!
Yay!
Whoop whoop!
I always liked how the castle in this stage was like a spiral.
Like a see-through.
Let's see if you can get that Goomba boot.
That Goomba. It's right in front of me.
Oh, there he is. So when his head pops out, oh.
No.
Oh.
Oh,
and
now it's my
Spidey's got you.
Now it's my turn again. Oh, dang.
Oh no. I'm so sad about that.
Do you want more fun?
Yeah, I do. Is the sky blue?
Not right now.
It is a Mario. It's like a... Come on. Come on, Mr. Goomba. I see you hiding behind that. Oh, it didn't work. I know there's a way to get it. Maybe I gotta hit him with this. There we go. I got her. Hey, Trash Turkey, how are you? How are you on this fine Wednesday? I'm just riding in my boot. Cause that's what's up. So I guess you have to hit them from underneath with a block to get in the boot. I'm not sure if it's permanent though. Oh, not much, just hanging with the dog outside. Oh! I wonder if I can jump on the piranha plants with the boot. I don't feel like I want to take that risk though. The boot is the best it is. Next to the Tanuki suit, best item in the game. Though you lose it at the end of each stage. I got in the boot.
No, it's still in the boot?
No, you lose the boot when you beat the stage. Look, look. You can do the flip over. Flip over any two cards. Definitely rock some of those boots in real life.
Trash Turkey.
I can see you walking around now with the Mario wind-up boots. Walking your dog.
You only get one try.
No, you get multiple tries, I think. I think you get 2 tries to get a match.
Do they stay the same?
I don't think so. I think it's random.
I guess I should put my headphones back on. I guess that'd be the thing to do.
Yeah. You wouldn't want to miss this wonderful music.
Some giant squashy green boots.
With a little wind-up key on the side. What would happen, like, if you wound it up? Like, what would be the result?
It bounces.
So you'd be bouncing?
The Goomba's not bouncing in the boot. The boot's just bouncing.
There you go.
There you have it.
Efficient mode of travel.
Is it, though? For a Goomba, I guess. Oh, what? Come on.
You can do it again.
don't know what this is about. You can cheat on those card games. Really?
You can? How? You need to tell us your ways, Mr. Trash Turkey.
Yeah.
That's risky.
Is it though? Risky for you.
You don't jump all the way down? The worst is when they jump all the way through.
And you're like, come on.
A P-Wing!
A plane! Don't worry, I'll take care of the hammer, bras.
Go for it, my
Come on,
lady.
brah. Oh! He jumped! He did it.
You took care of him.
He did. They're better than you. Figure out where
the
they're
worst ones
jump
are the ones
first.
that start at the bottom. It is better to wait for them both to be up. There you go. Ah!
I hesitated. It's my own fault.
Maybe use one of your items.
That is true.
Just use the P-Wing.
Use a star.
That's not a bad idea.
It's the only kind I have.
Bad ideas.
Questionable. Oh, so weird.
Oh, we
And
got
I
our
got
star
it?
back.
Yay!
Ends up feeling like it wasn't worth it.
You got rid of the things.
But we can get the card game again.
Trash Turkey hasn't told us how to cheat at it yet. Yeah, you do the castle while he's typing.
Okay. I'm gonna use the P-Wing.
Do it.
So I don't want to. Did that seem risky?
Yeah.
It's because it was. But what if I fly up here?
There are only a few of them, and you can find a pic of all cards flipped online. They're all.
Ah. So like depending on which one you pick,
You'll know
which one is there. That makes sense.
Interesting.
See, I always thought it was completely random.
Makes sense that it wasn't though.
Yeah.
This was not a time of random things.
I didn't need it anyway.
Don't fall in the tomato soup.
It was purely to get that one up earlier. Am I able to just... Now I feel less confident. Is it, especially if it's a flying one. Don't be a flying one. Okay, he's not.
That was close.
So we can look up the... Alright, let's see. You go into the card game and then I'll look up which one it is.
No, not. Oh, it's not.
Oh, it's just the lineup one? Okay.
I
Card
did too
game.
early.
Oh yeah, look at that. There's a picture of all of the possible combinations.
Interesting.
So there's 7 different combinations.
Is this it? Is this the world? Like, after
Oh, we go
beat
into that, and then I think it takes us up into the sky for more.
I forgot we were small.
I was saying like this spiral. Oh, that was close.
It
Oh,
worked out!
no, the thwomps and the boos are so much more threatening in this one.
Because Mario is not as agile. Or he doesn't feel as agile.
How good is this music? Oh yeah. Yeah, this... Like, I vividly remember this stage where everything's made of the blocks. Yeah, the Mario 3 music is amazing.
Come on, Swampy.
So spooky? Oh yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh!
Like, they did... Oh! They did get the atmosphere really, like they nailed the atmosphere in this game, I would say. You know? You know?
Roots my goats.
I got you, boo.
I make people feel uncomfortable when I play Mario.
So the goal is to get through here without losing Big Mario.
Your mushroom.
Super Mario. Backlog love.
Whippity whip whip.
So that's the official name for the Big Mario, right?
Which
Super Mario. He jumped before I even got over there.
that is garbage. That is bananas.
Where did you die?
Right there, over there. Right on those spikes.
Oh.
I slid off. What's the money for?
I think that's just your points. So when we get 100, we'll get a 1-up. Felt like there should have been a block there.
They're gonna play you like that?
Oh, and they put a red Koopa Troopa there. Okay, we got a 1-up.
A blue vine.
Woo! Oh, we made it up into the sky.
Do a
Oh, what?
save.
Are you nervous now? You get to do stage 4.
Or
Yeah,
five.
I was looking through the manual for Mario Bros. 3 the other day, and the artwork in that manual is pretty awesome. Like, there's a lot of really cool pictures in there, a lot of really good illustrations of like the Koopalings and stuff. There's got to be an art book for the Mario Bros. Stuff.
I didn't expect it to stop spinning.
Alright, we need to see if we can get a few more 1-ups.
Alright, Erdman. Have a good rest of your evening.
Yes, absolutely.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you, as always. Always a pleasure to have you. Just doesn't feel like he's gonna make it.
You gotta jump over it.
Ugh.
Don't trust it.
Don't jump in the water. They're gonna spin. Oh! Ah!
See you next time.
We made it.
That would be garbage if you died
I know.
at that part. That was the worst part of this game.
Yeah, one thing that I'm noticing is that the levels in this game are really short.
Yeah.
Like it feels weird how short they are.
I don't remember them being that short,
No.
but
Oh, a bunch of donut blocks. These things are your nemesis.
ain't that the truth, sister?
Oh!
Come on.
If you didn't move over, I think it would have been lost. Like it would have went off the screen.
Oh. It's a possibility.
I feel like this should be a...
There'll be something on top of it. We just want you to linger. No, he's got the little thing.
Oh!
What?
Oh yeah. Does this one have one too? Dang it!
You blew it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh!
Donuts should be our friends. Yes, they should.
Woo! Yeah, like I'm gonna go down and get those. Oh no! You get out of here. Always run into them because you never know. Woo! We got 2 stars! Donuts should always be your friend. Well, you know.
They're your friend and your enemy.
Yeah. A blue mushroom.
Same old Toad. Telling us
Pick
what to
a
do.
box. Its contents are blah 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 blah. Gotta go. Good night and good luck. Thank you so much for stopping by, Trash Turkey.
Have a good night.
Yep, have a great night. Yay! Bulbous head raccoon soup.
Is this the card game or this? Oh, it's not right.
Yep.
Blah.
You got this. Oh, that's right?
Yep. Alright, get yourself sorted out.
There you go. Woo! Don't jump all the way down.
I think they have to go one level. I don't think they can jump two.
In a music box.
Useless.
Wah wah wah.
It's like the most useless thing they can give you after you beat them.
Yeah. There's no more Hammer Bros left. Oh, one of these stages. Oh.
What?
Oh
well, you can do
We got one life left. Spun my laundry 6 times. Do you think it's dry?
Oh my.
I want to say that it is at least lukewarm and semi-damp.
Way too many things in there.
Aren't you glad you're not doing this stage?
Yeah.
That didn't feel like I was gonna make it. What do they expect from us? I could do this one.
That's yours.
What? You know what? We could P-wing it.
This is true. I hate doing laundry. Laundry's for suckers. Folding is the worst.
They should make it more automated. Like you just throw it in a hole and then you wake up the next day and it's just in there. You just call it the laundry hole.
It's in there magically folded. Wow!
I like that the P-wing sound blocks some of the music. Oh, this makes this trivial. Uh-oh.
Except for that. He's about to ruin your day.
Yeah, he is.
Uh-oh.
I went too far. They tried to foil me. Yeah!
Woo!
Skiniverse!
We only had one HP left anyway. Or one up. You know what I mean. There's the card game. Whee!
Ding, ding. We needed our white drugs.
What?
Needed our white drugs.
What are you talking about?
So it looks like it's this one. Right here. So there's going to be another 20 up. Yeah, right there.
Nope.
Oh, wait. So you had a mushroom and a 20. Oh, it's this one then. So you should have...
Do we want the one up or...
I think you get to uncover all of them. So that's the one up, and then the other one up is the bottom. Yep, right there. Nice. You'll get a star next to it on the left.
I can
then...
see it. I'm just saying.
I'll just not be a part of it.
I'm just saying.
I'll pretend that that you're doing really, really well. I'm like, wow, how are you doing this?
Witchcraft.
Did you memorize these?
No. Not at all. The game's like, oh, what's happening right now?
Like, wow, they just figured this one out.
Just look at the draw.
Dang, yo. You got this.
Woo!
we only got one up out of it though. That's kind of BS.
It's not one of those stages where you're jumping.
Where it's like auto-scrolling and it has those flying fuzzy beetle things. You knew where it was going. You could tell by its trajectory.
Dirt hole.
Oh,
Going them too fast.
threw you a curveball there. Uh-oh.
What is happening?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Just keep running.
No!
Oh, no.
What the crap?
Oh, that was close. Just
Man.
run for it.
I'm not making people uncomfortable. I ain't doing it right.
That's just skill. You tried it.
Yep.
Yeah, that was your plan all
All
along.
part of the plan.
Putting on a show.
Gotta get those clicks and biddies.
A mushroom? Look at that, we
mean-
got a whole bunch of items.
If we only knew how to access the other page.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, I did it!
Wait,
Oh,
wait.
There we go. I'm just gonna use the
mushroom.
mushroom. So red.
Tomato soup.
Trying to threaten us.
With tomato soup.
Oh, they're coming from the ceiling.
Uh-oh.
Because of this guy's jib.
He says the same to you. You can't beat pot of booze.
Yeah, you can.
That doesn't last very long.
Never lasts long enough, does it?
Oh.
I'll take the raccoon suit.
Really?
Don't you dare. That was a pretty successful stage, I have to say. We still have to fight the boss, but I feel like he's gonna be a flying one, yeah. He will. You can see his wings when I hit him the second time.
His wings.
Yup. That was pretty dang good!
That was slick, man. It's not too many stages we beat in one shot.
Oh, nice. Then we get the shortcut now.
Shortcut!
It's kind of like Dark Souls in that way.
What?
You know, like you'd open up the shortcut and then you don't have to go through all the BS to get to the same place.
Go back to Dreamland, Cupcake.
I like how your mushroom has a star head.
You stop taxing my gig so hardcore, Thruster.
Get those 1,000 points.
I don't like not being able to see where I go. Then you got
Not
this
nearly as bad as Jurassic Park was.
clown.
That was like blind jump after blind jump. Oh!
Ruby!
Do, 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 do.
I heard you snoring over there.
So I'm gonna go Fire Flower, but also gonna go a star. Take care of this butthead.
He's not gonna show up until he starts down.
Yeah, should have went faster.
Man, he really just like
Lobs them.
non-stop. He didn't even take a break.
How in the world did I do that? How did I do it? Ah! What the ever-loving? Greetings and good
Math Man.
evening, Math Man. How are you?
How did your math stream go?
I think just using...
No worries.
No worries at all.
Using the what?
Just use the mushroom so you can get...
How do I get over?
You press down.
Doing pretty good.
That's good to hear.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's So I tried my hardest to jump on the Lakitu's head, and it did not want me to do it.
Pretty good stream, and some of my students showed up.
Well, that's always good. That's always good. So what were you teaching this evening?
Math.
I know that, but there's, you know, there's more than one kind of math.
Is there?
Oh.
Dang it!
You doing egg, Shen?
He wasn't here for that joke. Reviewing properties of exponents. Fun stuff.
Everybody likes a good exponent.
Still traumatized from those days? No, I wasn't traumatized from exponents. I was traumatized
Factorials?
from factorials.
Yeah. I'll let my computer do all my math nowadays.
It was powerful.
Oh, come
Woo!
on. You know what, math man?
You're alright.
I wish you were my math teacher.
I know, my math teacher was creepy.
My calculus teacher was angry.
What did you have? You mean high school or
College. I forget
what
his
did you
name.
have?
I forget his name. Lakitu can kick rocks. I hate that guy. Yeah. He's always like, he like predicts.
He makes you hesitate.
He predicts where you're going to jump.
And he lobs those things at you like nobody's business.
Here's
He's
what I need
making
to
us
do.
use all our items.
Here's what I'm gonna do. Gonna do Tanuki. I'm gonna do the star, and then I'm gonna gun it.
You learned the phrase pub crawl from your advanced calculus professor. I mean, she also had a pierced belly button.
Oh, come on!
Seems
Dang it.
very progressive math teacher. I liked my calculus teacher in high school because I had Mr. Murdoch, who was amazing.
I had Clancy.
Yeah, I had him at one point as well. Wires were a little crossed. If you could get him to laugh, it was funny, but most of the time you couldn't.
No, it's kind of funny is that, like, for a computer science degree, or at least, you know, what I went in for, the highest level of math that you needed was college algebra. Which I guess kind of makes sense. If you're doing, like, business programming, you don't need much more than algebra to get through that.
The same teacher in 3 years in high school. He was wonderful, inspired me greatly. Yes, the one I had Mr. Murdoch, he was awesome. Because he made it fun. But Clancy was a nightmare. You got all of them wrong.
A mishmash. Algebra 2, pre-calc, and calculus? Did I take the wrong one?
Yeah. That's what I had him too, and then the class was overfilled in the second semester, so I volunteered to switch out like a fool and go into the second calculus class with Mr. Clancy. He was so mean!
We're forced to go through this castle to get back up into the clouds.
Not if you go to your save state.
Not gonna do it.
College I had Mr. Chen, and he was...
Yeah, he was quite the card, wasn't he?
He was a little on the creepy side. Kind of a closed book. Also, his English wasn't that great. So you couldn't really, like, talk to him if you had any questions. Which I had
He always
plenty.
told you to go to the, like, the textbook to figure out the problem?
Well, he taught directly from the textbook. Like, none of the material he taught was anything that he worked up himself. He got really stressed out when his dry erase marker didn't work.
That sounds like exactly like something that you would give someone crap for.
Well, it's because he said the same thing every single time. He's like, "Oh no, my pen is very poor," and he'd get all worked up over it, and then he'd like storm the halls trying to find a better one. And he would go to the bathroom to take his sweater off. He wouldn't like he'd have like a shirt underneath, but I don't know. I guess he felt it was inappropriate.
Yay! 3 1-ups.
Taught me only calculus class in the country. There were only 6
County.
of us. Oh, county.
Only 6 of us in it, and he taught us the same material I saw in Calc 1 and Calc 2 in college.
I was never great at math, so my first year in college I took the hardest math class that it offered and just got it out of the way. And I'm like, no one can ever contest that I need more math credits than this.
I just didn't apply myself. There you go. So I found that once I got older, I could like, what's the word I'm looking for? Or I can kind of logically figure things out. Like I can like have an easier time understanding how things work. Or at least like
When you didn't have
working through it in my own way to teach myself on how it works.
When you didn't have some hormone-induced teenager brain.
You know, because math is very logical. And as long as you follow the proper steps, it will always result
Can I jump on that?
in an answer. It's like Picross. Oh no! Just follow the... There's only one answer.
But multiple ways to achieve it sometimes.
That is true.
That's why they want you to show your work.
Wow. And understanding each step is half the battle. Sounds like chemistry and stuff, like trying to figure out the formulas and everything.
Chemistry, I like.
The worst part, I think, actually, is not understanding how it works. It's memorizing the formulas.
Well, that's
You know?
where I hated.
Oh, get out of here. I thought you could jump through them.
That's why I hated physics so much.
Then I'm trying to understand, like, what is the point of memorizing a formula when really it's the concept that you need to understand. That's where I always had a disconnect. Because in the real world, I can look up that effing formula.
Well, you can also have a calculator. Changed my degree because I had to take 3 years of physics. Dang it. I know. My first ever physics class in high school? Would have been in high school? I had a horrible teacher. And he just didn't want to teach us anything, and it was like the first class that I ever came close to flunking in my whole life.
Right.
So it left a bad taste in my mouth. To be a chemistry teacher.
Like
I liked
chemistry
chemistry teachers.
Chemistry is super interesting.
Yes. Fun fact. Was he... no, second cousin?
He was my dad's cousin.
So second cousin.
Yeah.
In high school, Patrick's second cousin was my chemistry teacher for all 3 years.
Yeah, I agree that it is much better to understand how things work than it is to memorize the formulas.
I didn't know Patrick.
Because, like, you asked me the Pythagorean theorem, and I'm like, I
Yep.
think I know what the formula is, but...
Yep, me and Mr. DiBersio had a love-hate relationship.
Who died?
I was a nuisance in his class, but he liked me anyway.
You a nuisance?
Not a bad nuisance. I made him laugh. Made him harassed him a little bit. He liked it.
Yeah.
He's a DiBersio, he gets it.
It's true. You overshot it.
I sure did.
See, I like logic puzzles.
I got, like, I think I ended with an average of 92 after 3 years.
I mean,
Chemistry, that ain't nothing to sneeze at.
I think I had like a 3.8 grade point average.
Whatever a 92 is in letter grades.
That's an A.
I'll take it.
But I like logic puzzles, and that's why I gravitated toward computer programming. Because programming is all about logic puzzles. How to solve a problem. Oh, come on!
You can have two, I did too.
And programming itself it's all about learning the syntax and how to use the language to solve a problem. And then, you know, you combine that with the theories of algebra because algebra is just logic as well. So, except you don't have to do the calculations by hand.
I got a literary degree because I like to read.
That's why you help me edit everything that I write. Oh, I thought I could... Oh man, I shouldn't have been so risky. Now we have to go through that dumb castle again.
You really don't. We're
balance
left,
in your degrees.
left brain and right brain.
Yeah, it's true. It's very true.
Do what we can. Personality-wise, though, we're pretty similar.
Oh yeah. But I have much less of a brain for literary things. Like, I have a lot less patience when it comes to
I have all the patience in the world.
like reading and writing and stuff. At least it's not too bad getting through this castle.
Well, I wanted to be a journalist, but that fell by the wayside pretty hardcore.
I mean, you still get to write for what we do.
I know. I want to take a photography class.
Photography would be
And get
really
a
fun.
real spank camera.
Photography would be super fun.
Photography. You and Crit are similar. Little left brain, right brain. I think Patrick's gonna be like you.
Oh yeah, you can see that he's very analytical. Like, he tries to logic his way out of things.
And he's much more of a perfectionist.
What the frick was that?
No. And, when it comes to that stuff, he's much more of a perfectionist. Whereas, like, writing, he's like, we're just gonna get this done.
Just getting through it.
If I can read it, that's all that matters. Screw the teacher.
Yeah, like I'm saying, with programming, it is about, like, knowing the syntax, but one thing that you don't need to know is everything, you know? Because all you need to know is how it works and why it works, not the specifics, because you can look that up. And that was one thing that always bothered me in school, was trying to memorize things, because I have no patience for that at all.
memorizing things used to be my jam. Now
Like-
my brain fell out.
I would never study, ever. I would look up things like just before a test to refresh myself, but I could never study. I just don't have the patience for it. Made it up! Oh. We have to do World 8 again? Or Stage 8?
Yeah, we wouldn't have gotten along.
You'd probably get frustrated and like, why don't you study?
Open a damn book!
Like, nah, it'll be alright.
I was like, well, I'm gonna go study because I would prefer not to fail, thanks.
And then I'd be like, yeah, but I'm not gonna fail.
It's like, we're not gonna do good.
Oh, Lakitu stage. So I noticed that when I just ran for it and didn't hesitate.
I know. It's a trickster stage if you can stay ahead of them.
And then just run!
You did sit behind me
No,
in,
you freaking
grade 10 science.
Yeah.
It's just a weird coincidence, I think. Because other than that, we had no interaction.
No. I'm half tempted to save state, but I don't want to cheat.
We
I want to get through this legit.
We already cheated by save stating.
We only save stated so we didn't have to replay the world.
You just didn't want to use the flute?
I don't want to use the. I don't know you could save state on the NES.
You can't.
You can't.
Can't on the Retro Freak.
It's true. Yeah, we're playing the actual cartridge on
Flippity frick frick.
our Retro Freak. Do we have a P-Wing?
We have about 8,000 music boxes that are useless.
I really wish we had...
What does the cloud do?
You can pass through. So if we didn't want to do 9, we can pass through it.
Yeah, but you'd have to beat it in one go.
Right,
Like the castle.
You would, yeah.
Otherwise you'd be
Is
right
there
back
any
where you
point
started.
in taking the... I don't think there's a point taking the star for this.
We were crapping all over Princess Peach for giving us P-Wings. Now we're looking for it.
I know,
We just
right?
have to be cautious.
Well, I want to get rid of this thing, but...
You can jump on it.
I know he can. But he always hits me with his fire.
Fireballs.
Yeah, I need to wait. And then go. Boop. It was risky, but it was worth it.
Pretty slick. Oh,
Oh.
you came back really fast.
You... Oh, man. Get out of here.
God.
Oh. So for those who don't know, the Retro Freak is a clone console from Japan. And it can play NES, Famicom, Super Nintendo, Super Famicom, Sega Genesis, and Mega Drive. TurboGrafx 16 and PC Engine.
Did you see Game Gear?
Game Gear, Super Graphics, or not Super Graphics,
Turbo Graphics.
it can also play Game Boy Advance, Game Boy and Game Boy Color.
Did you say Famicom?
I did. And then we got a cartridge adapter for the Game Gear, but also has the card-based games for the Master System. Oh, that's right, Master System, and the cards for the Master System.
Well, one of the best features though is you can play.
You can patch the games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can play games that say didn't come out or never released over here. And you can put in a patch so that it will translate the Japanese into English for you. So you can actually read it. About $200,
Yeah.
give or take.
They were discontinued in North America due to some licensing with the emulation software in it. so they had to pull all sales out of North America. Otherwise, they would have gotten sued. But you can still import them. But really only through... I think, like, Play Asia sells them. And then you can get them through eBay as well.
Which is where we got ours.
Yeah, we got ours through eBay. We got a pretty good deal because we got the system, we got the controller adapter, which allows you to hook up, like, real Super Nintendo, NES, Sega Genesis controllers, stuff like that. It came with a 8-bit DO controller. It was kind of a crappy 8-bit DO controller, but it was still cool that it came with it. I was really only interested in the receiver, the Super Nintendo 8-bit DO receiver, which is pretty dang cool because you can plug that thing into a real Super Nintendo and use their wireless Super Nintendo controllers, which is exactly what we're using right now. We have it hooked up through wire because Charlene was using the NES controller, but
So we can scrub.
which unfortunately Luigi died for good.
He was done.
Okay. Let's see if we can get the 5 up. One more. See, I could save state here, and then keep trying.
That would be a terrible thing to do. Oh, I have to keep doing these stages.
Yeah, the only thing that it doesn't have is N64 support.
Which is kind of weird.
Which is kind of too bad. I think the reason it doesn't is because the patent on the 64 wasn't up until recently. So you couldn't really make clone consoles for it. But,
Woo!
did you see that?
Yeah.
But I think the patent just went up recently, and I know that, like, Hyperkin is releasing a clone console for the 64
I mean,
at
they
some
might
point.
make a converter cartridge.
I hope so, that would be awesome.
Which is what we're using right now.
And then they got the Polymega is coming out sometime soon. And that will let you, that's a clone console
For
that,
discs.
yeah, that has an optical disc reader. So you could play like PlayStation and Sega CD. I think it does Neo Geo CD, Sega Saturn. And that's right out of the box. But that one is expensive. That one's like $300 for the base unit. And then you can also get adapters for like all the cartridge-based consoles. Oh.
There's 2 of them.
But I would really like to get one. It would be pretty awesome.
Look at that other fish to fry
Yeah,
at the moment.
it's true. I don't think that's coming out until the end of the year, if not next year.
You did sign up for a review one though. Maybe that'll
I did.
come through.
That
for
is
you.
highly doubtful, but
Never know. These things are the worst.
I know. They're such a pain in the butt. And then you get a second one. Oh! Oh, and they blow up! What's going on back there?
Cats are being suspicious.
At least we have 4 lives to get through this. I just wish that we had
Will that be enough?
a mushroom or something. And I think, like, we'll have to get through the castle as well.
What's happening?
I think Sushi
Oh,
must be
he's
eating
in the water
plastic.
bag.
Yeah, he's eating the...
Being a weirdo.
chewing on the plastic. Because our cats are dogs.
They're not dogs, they're just weird. There's a
That's not
difference.
the same thing?
No.
getting rid of him right away. Oh man. Grrr. This is gonna make me sad if we die again. Oh, you know what? We can come over here and get this Toad House. Woo! We got a raccoon, Mario. So we have access to that Toad House. If we die again. Thinking about it, and I hope that our audio, or like our mic, is in sync with the game music, because it probably sounds pretty
bad if we're singing along.
Oh,
You look so sad when you kill him.
I know. Like, oh no! He
Don't
got
even
me.
give you a break. Give me a break!
It sounds good? That's good. Otherwise, it's just like a second off or something.
So the audio's good, not the same.
Oh, I see. I see. We're in sync, at least.
Don't be a derp and die like me.
How did you die last time?
The flamey thing you got.
Oh. Well, I at least have fire flower. So we got 2 shots.
It didn't specify. It's okay, we know.
Oh,
What? The what? The what?
this is Mario bullet hell style. Yeah.
What?
Oh, come on.
Patrick? Come on. Now we're gonna go somewhere and force us to beat other.
Now I have to get through there with little Mario.
No, I'll give you a thing.
Oh, the mushroom.
You'll get mushroom, Mario. If you live.
As long as I don't take too many risks.
Risks is the name of the game.
That's Mario's middle name. It's Mario
Alright,
Risk
friends,
Mario.
gonna hop back to Crit's stream. It was fun hanging out with you guys.
Yes, thank you so much for stopping by.
Yes.
Very appreciated. Very appreciated.
Have a good night.
Yes. Oh, come on.
Pay attention, Patrick. Gosh.
I still wish that I could duck as little Mario.
You know? You're like, he's only like half a block.
What kind of bull is this? Shoot it! Oh yeah, he won't do it when I'm right on top of him, will they?
Get in there!
Now, I have to beat this guy with little Mario. And I was bouncing off of his shell. Where's it going?
It's not going too far. He's being kind to us.
Alright, we made it to the boss, at least. So, World 5's giving us a lot more trouble than World 3 or 4 did.
4, we just blew through it.
I know.
Boo, bee, boo. Whoa, that was a risk. Risky, risky. Dang, son. Risks for days.
Which way is it going? I expected to shoot, like, straight down at one point, and it never did.
No, it always goes to the sides. Alright, you can do this. You can make.
Oh, come on.
I jinxed it. I jinxed it! That was ugly.
That was. That was very lucky. Oh, right.
Woo! You did it. Highest of 5s.
Oh yeah, we finally beat it. We finally beat World 5. Thank the ever friggin' Lord. Look at that king. Thank you, Madman. Oh, thank heavens, I'm back to my old self again. Thank you so much. Here's a letter from the princess. Be careful in the ice world. The creatures trapped in the ice will come to life if warmed. I have enclosed a jewel that helps protect you. The cloud.
Oh, Cloud, come on.
Really? Really?
We're on our face life and everything.
I know. What time is it? 10 o'clock?
That's it. Chugum's Cloud.
Well, alright everyone, we got through 2 worlds this time.
Whee!
I'm proud of ourselves. But I think we're probably going to call it. Join us on Sunday for the RGB High Score Challenge. We're playing Kung Fu at 8 o'clock, not 8:30. Thank you for stopping by, Math Man, as always. Yeah, we'll be on 8 o'clock not 8:30 like usual. And we'll be going until 10. That's how long the challenge is. And we'll be playing Kung Fu. Never played it before. So I should probably get some practice in. Might be a good idea. Until then, have a great night. Stay safe. Don't lick the light poles. It's probably a good idea.
Don't lick doorknobs.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Anyway, have a great night, and we'll see you on Sunday.